Hey, gorgeous Lucky Bee. Let's talk about money blocks, but specifically how money blocks might be killing your business right now. I know it sounds super serious and dramatic, but don't worry, I've got lots of solutions for you so you can get back on the money manifesting train. So, money block number one, burnout and overwhelm. Now, the first way that money blocks might be showing up for you and killing your business right now is really where you're freaking tired and overwhelmed and you're burnt out. It's really sad when women contact me and they're ready to chuck in their business because they're working so hard, they're trying to help people, but they just can't afford to keep it going. I know what that feels like. It makes you stressed out, resentful, and also completely burnt out. Now, when you deal with your money blocks and actually allow yourself to charge beautifully for what you do, it's going to give you that emotional and physical bandwidth to create a whole bunch more stuff that can help a lot more people. But when you're burning yourself out, you have nothing extra to give. So let me give you an example. Back in the day when I was doing one-to-one coaching and I wasn't charging very much for it, I was just always so burnt out. I was getting really tired. I would have session after session after session, would not even take a pee break in between clients. And I was just getting to the stage where I couldn't see how I could continue that for very long. I wasn't sleeping well. I was worried about money and it just didn't feel like the work was ever going to be enough. Now, if this is you, this is a really crucial time to deal with your money blocks and get over feeling like you can't charge well for what you do, or you actually even feel bad about charging people altogether. Now, but I know what it's like when you want to help people, right? With my most famous course, which is my Money Bootcamp, I would get people contacting me all the time saying, Denise, I'm desperate. Like, I need to do your money course now, but I have no money. And I would feel terrible and helpless about that. But it also would make me feel resentful and burnt out. But I had no time, right? But I thought if I just maybe just set some boundaries with some of my clients, I'd have some time to create a book about money. And I did that. So then when people contacted me, I'd be like, well, you can't afford to do my Money Bootcamp, but you can buy my money book. Now that took time and energy to create it, but it suddenly gave me this avenue to help people who really need me, but it meant that I didn't have to then help everybody individually. And that really helped with that burnout feeling. Now, money block number two is when you start attracting the wrong kind of client. Now, this is where this particular money block, it kills your business. Because you might be attracting the kind of people who really stress you out and make you just want to throw everything in. And we have all been there, by the way. We've all been there when we've been like, oh, my bank account's kind of empty. And we've taken on a client that we knew we shouldn't have. We ignored all the red flags. And then suddenly you're working with someone who's a complete pain in the butt and you feel trapped and paralyzed. Maybe you've even taken on work that's not even in your zone of genius because you needed the money. So again, when you deal with your money stuff, you charge beautifully for what you do. You then actually attract the right kind of clients. You attract people who really respect your time and energy and are genuinely much easier to work with. Okay, so money block number three that I see is women really living small lives, not leading the life that you're meant to. This is going to kill your business, right? Because when you're stressing out about money, you're not receiving money in the first place, and it's just not giving you the energy to really live up to your full potential. And when I say small life, it's not about buying the most amount of stuff or being the richest, but when you're not receiving money for what you do, you're not creating that life of freedom, adventure, abundance, and all the things that you're meant to do here in the world. I believe that women now, we've got a moral imperative to make good money because the world needs us. The world needs more women to have more purchase power. The way we spend it can create amazing things in the world. And this is true. Women spend money on ways that enrich our families and our communities. And who do you want to have more money in the world? Greedy bankers who have completely ruined everything, or amazing entrepreneurs like you and I who can do great things in the world? It's a no-brainer. So there are the 3 ways that money blocks are really killing your business right now. Total burnout and overwhelm, attracting the wrong clients, and just not living up to your full potential. So what do you do with this? How do you identify your particular money block in the first place? Well, luckily I've got a ton of resources to help you because I've worked with over 100,000 women on this stuff with money, and my Zone of Genius is really helping you to find out about your particular money block. If you just jump over to denisedt.com/blocks or click the link down below, you're going to find out the exact problem that you're dealing with right now and get personalized information on how to deal with it. And trust me, I've seen everything and I've dealt with a lot of different industries as well. But when you know your block and you know your sabotage, you're going to be able to recognize it and let it go, let it pass you. So then you can move on and really create that first-class life and business that you've been really wanting. You can't let your money blocks derail you anymore. It's totally your time and you're ready for the next step.